Now we get into the Night of Champions 2012 pay-per-view predictions part of the show, right here for Pro Wrestling Today, and giving my thoughts and opinions on how I feel about what's going on, and as well who do I want to win, what the outcome of the matches, and how I think this should be going on for the show. But overall, I am looking forward for it, and I think it will be a good pay-per-view overall, but you can never tell exactly, so that's why the WWE is always changing, and I'm still going to be able to sit back, relax, and enjoy it. But these are just my thoughts and opinions of getting into the pre-show Battle Royal, and this one will be the #1 contendership for Antonio Cesaro's newly won United States Championship, and other than Santino probably winning the Battle Royal, probably not unless we're going to get a rematch, but I wouldn't be surprised if Santino Marella does come back and tries to get another shot with Antonio Cesaro. So, other than him, I do and probably would want, and this is going to be something that I think would be great for the United States Championship and for a rivalry. And we haven't seen Christian in a while, and I'm not really too sure what are the plans for Christian. He's still a face as of right now, and he hasn't really been used in a while, maybe about a good few months. It seems like longer than that, but hopefully maybe Christian can come back again in the Battle Royal, and this time winning that one. And if you remember, Christian was able to win the other Battle Royal, and he was also able to win a championship, and that was for the Intercontinental Championship at the time for Over the Limit. So now things have changed here. Now we got the United States Championship going to be on the line. So Christian coming back again, and this time winning that with the Battle Royal and defeating Antonio Cesaro could happen, but I do want to see Cesaro end up winning that match and just moving on and having a good title. And other than that, I do see guys like Justin Gabriel probably even winning this match. Maybe Sin Cara, that can be pretty cool to have him win his first championship in the WWE since he hasn't won any titles just yet. Rey Mysterio, I would love another championship win out of Rey Mysterio, and this time for the United States Championship would be cool. So guys like that, I don't know exactly who else is going to be in this battle royal, but I would assume some guys like that that aren't being used right now and don't have anything going for them for Night of Champions would be one of those type of people to be a part of the battle royal, but that's just me. So overall, I would like to maybe have Christian come back and win it. He can lose it, that's fine with his chance to become United States champion, eventually win it from Antonio Cesaro. I do like both guys, of course, so it really wouldn't matter to me, but I do see overall we have Antonio Cesaro, to me, retaining the United States Championship overall at Night of Champions. Next match, we do have the Divas Championship on the line, Layla against Caitlyn. And with this, we have been seeing Eve basically playing the face. So, to me, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a special guest referee match or somehow a surprise triple threat match into the Steelers Championship matchup here. I think it would be a pretty good match. Caitlyn never really gotten her chance to become Divas Champion before, ever since NXT, and she was granted that promised shot for the Divas title. So, I really think that Caitlyn will actually walk out as Divas champion and win the championship for the first time, and then maybe go on to probably face either Eve or maybe in the rematch with Layla. That would be fine too, but I do see Caitlyn coming out on top and becoming Divas champion. Next match, we got the WWE Tag Team Championships on the line. We got R-Truth and Kofi Kingston now taking on Kane and Daniel Bryan. Originally, it was going to be against the primetime players with Darren Young and as well Titus O'Neil. But obviously, they lost their chance recently on Raw this week. And now we're going to have Kane and Daniel Bryan teaming at it again just to see how they're going to be coexisting. Now, I think this will be the time to have Truth and Kingston lose the championships. I would like them to be more involved in the main event like they were basically with R-Truth rise anyway from last year with him. And then have Kofi Kingston get back in there in the main event, maybe even go back for mid-card championship again, just to see how he's going to do there. And then have Daniel Bryan and Kane go at it and win the tag team championships and be able to somehow coexist, because some of the stuff that we've been seeing is really awesome, and especially with the anger management segments with Daniel Bryan and Kane has been fantastic and really pure entertainment stuff and just pure gold to me. So I wouldn't be surprised if we come out with new tag team champions by the end of the night, and maybe we'll have a few with Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio. That's another possibility too that I would love to see, and that would be a nice tag team match. But as far as for Night of Champions, that would be a great tag team match, and that would be good for the tag team championships. So Kane and Daniel Bryan are my main picks. Now we get into where this match is not for a championship, nor is it even for the briefcase. And I know some people do want this for the briefcase, but it doesn't really need to happen anyway. And this is just going to be a regular singles match. Randy Orton and Dolph Ziggler. Randy Orton recently coming back, and now he's going to be doing a movie soon. So he might be away for a while after this pay per view, but I heard a report that he might actually still be wrestling and doing the movie. I'm not really too sure about that. But with this is going to be a great match. I'm at a loss here on who I really want to win. It could go either way. It could go to Randy Orton. It could go to Dolph Ziggler. Both guys could use a win here. And, I got to say, I'm going to have to probably go with Dolph Ziggler, even though I am also a fan of Randy Orton. But if he wins, that's cool and dandy with me. But with Dolph Ziggler getting this one, then he can go on to even go into the World Heavyweight Championship picture. And then we'll probably see him again later on in the night and become world champion, cash in the briefcase, and then move on into the main event and still be a champion for a good couple of months if he does win a championship. Hopefully, he won't be like John Cena cashing in and then not being able to become champion and have like a disqualification, or maybe we'll just get like a proper actual match out of Dolph Ziggler and probably Sheamus or whatever have you, but it'll probably end up having Dolph Ziggler cashing in on Sheamus when the right time is there, when Sheamus is out, and then probably working from there. But overall, I do see Dolph Ziggler coming out on top and with the win. Now that leads us into the World Heavyweight Championship match with Sheamus and Alberto Del Rio. Hopefully, this will be the first time. And with their first match, I didn't really care for the second match. That one, wasn't too bad. And now with this, I don't really care for it too much with the feud, but with their matches have been hit or miss. This one I think would be somewhere in between and probably as good as the second match. And hopefully we won't see this again and have someone else go for Sheamus. And I do think if Dolph Ziggler doesn't cash in, I do want to see Alberto Del Rio win the championship. I know not many people are behind Alberto Del Rio, can't stand his character and how he's used right now, but honestly, I've been a fan of him ever since he came to the WWE, and I think Alberto Del Rio will do good with the World Heavyweight Championship and have a proper booking with it, and I think he can make a good world champion. Now, his last championship reign wasn't really as good, so I guess that's another reason why people don't really care for Alberto Del Rio winning the World Heavyweight Championship, and just are feeling really nervous about what happened last time when he won it at SummerSlam. So this time, I think it would be going a lot more better for him, but probably gonna have to go with Sheamus just so Dolph Ziggler can get his win there, win the World Heavyweight Championship, and finally cash in that briefcase since we've been seeing a lot of teases as of late. And now this would be the perfect time. It's not a champion, so what other better way to have that Money in the Bank briefcase be cashed in at this type of pay per view? If he doesn't do it at this pay per view, then I don't really exactly know when. He might even wait until, I don't know, maybe WrestleMania, but that means probably it'll be cutting it just by a long shot there. But anyway, I do see Sheamus coming out with the win here, and then Dolph Ziggler winning the World Heavyweight title. Then from there, we go to the main event. We got a rematch with John Cena and CM Punk for the WWE Championship in John Cena's hometown. And this time, it's going to be again for the WWE Championship, and this is going to be a really great match too, I think, between these two. We've seen what they can do before, so I don't really think I have to explain it to you. You guys can check out their match that they had not too long ago and with their rivalry. So you guys can check that out on YouTube or whatever have you, or on any one of the pay-per-views. Um, but anyway, as far as this, again, it could really go either way. They had a really great promo on Raw this week, and they really did a good job, especially what happened with Jerry Lawler and trying to go out and finish the show and actually make people get into the main event matchup. So with this, CM Punk, yes, is finally in the main event, but for how long? Hopefully, he'll be in the main event afterwards, right after this, and probably even beat John Cena's record and being one of the longest reigning champions. So as of right now, it's like I said, hit or miss. It could go either way. John Cena hasn't been a champion in a while, so if he does win it in his hometown and he does win it for the first time in a while, I wouldn't be against that either. And he's been doing a lot anyway, as it is, and feuding with other people, putting them over, and not doing the stuff that we were used to before, and just doing something completely different this time from what we used to, kind of, in a way. And now we're having this kind of not so much different side of John Cena, but now getting into this match, especially a more serious side. So I wouldn't be surprised if he does get the win, but I can also see CM Punk getting the win and wanting to keep the WWE Championship. Paul Heyman might be there. And now we got this whole alliance thing with CM Punk and Paul Heyman. There's also that chance that Paul Heyman might even screw John Cena over here, and then maybe having the feud continue just a little bit, going into Hell in a Cell and having a Hell in a Cell match and having a rematch for the WWE Championship. So there's also that chance. And as far as my main pick, I know I'm really trying to go with one guy to pick and have win this match if I had to. So I'm gonna be different right now and go with CM Punk, but anything can happen. Predictions can change, and I just want to see this match. It's kind of like what happened with Brock Lesnar and Triple H. It's kind of like that same situation. I just want to enjoy it and just see how it plays out. So that's where I'm going to end things off there. And there you have it for Night of Champions. We'll probably have some surprise matches added on the card. Who knows? There's always that chance. WWE likes to do that. Maybe two, probably even three surprise matches could be even on the card. And yeah, that's about it overall for Pro Wrestling Today Live, and as well for my Night of Champions 2012 pay-per-view predictions and preview show for this Sunday. And for those of you who are actually watching this on my YouTube, let me know what you guys' thoughts are overall. What are your picks and predictions? You guys listening on Mixcloud, you can talk to me on Twitter, give me your own picks and predictions, and how did you feel about what I talked about. And if there's anything else that I missed, you can be sure to let me know, and I'll probably talk about it again in the next podcast. And there you have it. I will be back for my review show as well. There might be a podcast or probably even a pre-show for Simon Michael HD, and that would be most likely either on his Ustream account or probably on Google Plus. Not really too sure on the details just yet. So be on the lookout for that, and if I find the proper details and when that's going to be and where it's going to be, then I will leave it down below in the link in the description box for YouTube, and probably keep on keeping you guys posted and see what's going to be happening with that. And you guys will know eventually. I'll probably do a video on it on YouTube or whatever have you. So there you have it for Pro Wrestling Today Live episode number 2. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of the weekend and the rest of your week. And I will be back for the review. And until then, I'm Fortminorproject in here for Pro Wrestling Today Live. And have a great day and have a great night wherever you may be.